Hi guys, so we are here to make homemade dog treats today for today's Cook the Book. We are so close to the end of summer reading, so keep bringing in those tickets, keep doing all of our crafts and stuff, and we're getting to the end, and we thank you guys for being along with us this entire time, and I'm really excited to show you this one. So I'm going to make two different dog treats today. I'm going to make one with peanut butter and one that doesn't have them, and here's some examples of the ones I just pulled out of the freezer. So these are little puppy ones. I pulled them out of our mold. It's just banana and yogurt and peanut butter. And then these over here, I put in even bigger molds, and it's just blueberries and frozen coconut oil. So all of these are gonna be really great treats to give your puppies. So I'm gonna go ahead and do our coconut oil one. And the coconut oil one's really, really simple. All you do is line the bottom of a silicone mold with blueberries, and you just pour coconut oil over the top, and they are really easy. And here are some of my completed peanut butter ones. So I'm just gonna put maybe 3 blueberries in, depending on how many I can fit. You don't want to fill the whole thing up. These are kind of deep, so they will hold quite a lot of coconut oil if you don't want to use a whole bunch of coconut oil. And these are also obviously super organic. I could pop one of these in my mouth right now. I'm not the biggest fan of coconut oil, so I'm not going to do that. But humans can eat them as well. I'm just going to fill, and I'm going to do the whole thing. So why not? I'm going to make sure any that have any stems, I peel off the stems, because dogs can eat the stems, but they typically don't like them. I'll put another one in there. And this cost me only about like $10 at the store, and I think it's a really cute treat. And you may have some of this already at the house. So then I'm just going to take my coconut oil, and I'm just going to spoon it in. I may need a little bit more coconut oil at one point. That's okay. I'm just going to continue doing this. They don't have to be completely covered. As you can see, the ones I made earlier, some of the blueberries are all the way at the top, which is fine. As long as it's solid enough that you can pop it out and then give it to your dog. My dog, when I was younger, used to wait for me to finish eating strawberries, and then he would stalk me until I gave him the top of the strawberry, because he knew that was his favorite thing, and you couldn't tell him otherwise. So I'm pretty sure my dog would love these as well. I'm just filling these with as much coconut oil as I can. I used about half the jar. Okay, and you can see the blueberries are pretty much saturated and pretty much covered. A little bit more maybe in this one. All right, and we've cleared that out with coconut oil. Okay, and so we're gonna pop those in the freezer when I'm ready to take them both in the freezer. And now I'm gonna show you guys how to make the peanut butter ones. And I'm gonna pop over to the fridge real quick and grab the yogurt that we need. Okay, and I used this yogurt earlier, so I'll just use this again. I only used about half of it. So I'm gonna use this tiny mold that I've already used to make these little ones, and then I'll fill in the rest there. But the recipe calls for 1 whole banana, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I've been told I open bananas backwards, but that's okay. That's fine. That's the way monkeys do it. I think I'm gonna follow the monkeys. Alrighty. Get rid of all the things that I don't like in my bananas. I mean, it's for dogs, but still, we do special things for our dogs. Okay. and I'm just gonna break it up with my hands. I'm just gonna use the same bowl I used with coconut oil. We're gonna put peanut oil in it anyway. And then I'm just going to mash the banana. And this is actually probably a little bit easier when you have the peanut butter in there, but I'm just gonna mash it so I can see the banana a little bit better. It kind of wants to slide around, that's okay. If you've ever mashed a banana, you guys know. Okay, and I'll mash it some more when I have some more stuff in here. All right, now I'm just gonna take our yogurt, I'm gonna take my spoon and spoon out. And this is Greek yogurt. That was just because I couldn't find any plain yogurt in a small container. But you could just use plain yogurt as well. So there's that. I'll set that over here. And then I'm going to use my paper towel because I don't want yogurt in my peanut butter. I'm sure some people like that, but I don't want it in the container. And now it says for 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. Okay, and there's that. And I'm actually gonna take my fork out of there for now. And I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up. It actually doesn't look too bad. I tasted it earlier. It's actually pretty good. And then I'm gonna take my fork and try and mash some of that banana a little bit better. But that's what we want. Any big bits that I missed earlier. And see, it's a little bit easier to mash now that it's like this. Okay. I think I got the majority of it. So now I'm just gonna do and spoon this into our little mold, and then I'm gonna put some in this other side of the mold as well. So basically what I did was take it and do this and tap it to try and get it into the mold, and then I just use the back of the spoon to try and flatten it in the mold a little bit. It doesn't really matter if it gets everywhere, that's okay. You can clean that up later. But then I just put them in the mold like this. If you have a shaped mold like this, I would suggest this. Or maybe a butter knife. The video that I watched had it to where you would put it in a bag and then pipe it in. So you could easily do that if you have a piping bag, or if you just have a gallon-sized bag and you want to cut the tip off of it. It would probably be a lot easier than this. So that's how I'm gonna put it in this mold, but I'm just gonna continue filling these up to the brim. And then these are frozen as well, and they pop right out. And it smells pretty good, because it's just peanut butter and banana. Alrighty, and that's basically what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna fill the rest of my mold, and I'll pop them in the freezer. And here's our finished product, our tiny, well, they're kind of less frozen now, but our tiny little paw prints and our coconut oil and blueberry treats. These are great treats to give to your doggy, and I hope you guys try this out and tell me how you like it. Those of you that have dogs. I really liked it. I think it was a really easy and simple recipe. I'm so glad you guys watched. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.